Hey everybody, it's me, Courtney from Little Lamb Homestead. I'd like to say, first off, that I had every intention of posting videos. However, clearly didn't happen. So, I had recorded a whole bunch on my phone and then couldn't figure out how to get it onto my computer. So that was a bust, pretty much. But I'm out here in the garden. I'm gonna do a couple things, and then I actually think I'm gonna try making a cooking video. Definitely different than what I normally do, but I don't know. I feel like I can show you the garden 100 times, and right now nothing's really changing. Once I have, you know, some more ripe fruit or some more like peppers or whatever, and I can start showing you some pickling or just processing videos, that'll be more exciting. But until my plants really start producing and like ripening, I'm gonna try some different things. So hopefully you enjoy it. I'm gonna take you for a quick walk around the garden and show you some things, and then we'll go into the kitchen. So as you can see, my tie broke on this plant, so I'm gonna string it back up. But there is a great view of these tomatoes, which are like massive. Right now, this one is a tad bit cat-faced, but that's okay. So I'm gonna string this up and then I'll show you what it looks like after. Alright, so this is what it looks like strung back up. It's definitely a little messy and some of these are flipped, but they will start growing towards the sun again, so I'm not worried about them at all. But like, just look at this giant cluster of beautiful tomatoes. And there's even more still producing. So I'm super excited. I have to string up a couple more that have just gone wild and crazy. And I have to weed eat this area to get in some fall stuff. I haven't decided if I'm really gonna put in fall crops yet, but for right now, that's the plan. Okay guys, so today I'm making a one-pot chicken and rice. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure my hand isn't on the microphone. And I'm going to link the recipe down below because it's not my own. It's a recipe that I absolutely love, and I think it's super delicious. The other reason I really like it is it's fairly cheap to make, and it makes a lot. I usually get like 4 or 5 meals out of it, depending on how much I serve at once. Yeah, I really encourage you guys to try it out. It's really yummy, and it feeds a lot of people. Or if you're like me, you can separate it into like 4 or 5 different containers and freeze them and then bring them to work, or eat them when, you know, you're having a late night and you just don't feel like cooking. So let's get into it. But the first thing that I always do when I'm cooking is cut up my veggies and put them in a bowl, and then cut up my meat. I always cut up the meat second. That way it can sit on the cutting board for a couple, you know, minutes while I get the rest of my stuff ready. And also you don't want to cut meat first unless you're going to wash your cutting board, because you can spread bacteria and that's pretty nasty. So always make sure you cut your veggies first unless you're going to wash your cutting board. Basically, I'm going to put some butter in a pan or a pot. I'm going to sear the chicken. Once it's seared and cooked around the outside, I'm going to add in some diced ham that I'll show you. And I'll just kind of stir it occasionally. add my veggies that I cut up and some garlic. So you add the diced tomatoes, the rice, and the chicken broth, and your seasonings. So I would suggest adding less seasonings, letting it cook for a while, tasting it and seeing how you like it, because it can get very spicy. And if you don't like spice, it can be a little overwhelming. Alrighty, so there's been a little costume change, but it was getting really hot in here and I had to put some clothes on that were a little bit lighter. I live in a basement apartment, so there's not a lot of ventilation, and when it gets hot, it gets really hot. But here's the finished product. It is really, really hot. And like I said, I got about 4 or 5 servings out of this, so once it cools down, I'm going to dish it up and freeze some of it. But I did want to try some on camera, just so I can prove to you that it is really good, and I'm not just faking it. Gotta let it cool down first. So yeah, I really hope that you liked this video. I know it was a lot different than some of my other videos, but I really wanted to start incorporating some different things. I love to cook, I love to knit, I love to kayak. There's a lot of hobbies that I have that I put a lot of passion and work into, and I wanted to start sharing that with you guys because I think it's something that a lot of you can relate to. A lot of us have more than one hobby or more than one passion, and so it might be just kind of like a hodgepodge of a channel, and I might not have just one type of video on here, but hopefully you guys like it. And you know, I guess if you don't like it, you just skip over those videos, but let's try this. Really hot. So it was really good. I only put a half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, or maybe even a quarter, in mine, because like I said, I don't like it too spicy, but I probably could have put a little bit more in. That's where you'd want to taste it before you take it out, and see how spicy it is and if you like it that way. But it's definitely yummy. I like mine a little bit brothier. It kind of reminds me of a warm soup. This is definitely a great fall recipe. So, I mean, fall is coming. September is next month, and yeah. September is next month, and that's just crazy to me. Like, I feel like time has been going by really, really fast. But, yes, different things are going to be coming this way, on this channel. There's things that I really want to share that, I don't know, maybe I was just a little bit scared to for a while, but I want to get a little bit more real with you guys and share more of me and my likes. So look out for probably some random posting, and random videos of different stuff that I like to do. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will make sure that I keep posting gardening videos, because I know that's what a lot of you are here for. A lot of you like walking around the garden and seeing how it's going. So I will make sure I keep posting garden videos. I'm not going to stop posting gardening videos or, you know, seed videos or anything like that. I'm just adding to the channel, especially because during winter, when there's 4 feet of snow outside, there's really not many gardening videos that I can post. So I want to start incorporating different stuff now. That way, once winter comes, that transition is a little bit easier, and I can start incorporating videos that are not necessarily gardening, but are still enjoyable to watch. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video or want to see more, please consider subscribing. It makes my day. And I'm really trying to hit 50 subscribers by the end of the month. And I'm kind of far away, but I think I can do it. Yeah, sorry. I got kind of like mixed up in my brain for a second. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!